He'd been doing a whole lot of praying in the meantime. "It's okay, Allie. Everything's going to be okay. Daddy's coming." He reached her room. There, in the gentle glow of a nightlight, was his daughter's tiny form, tossing and turning on top of her blankets. Her eyes were still scrunched tightly in sleep. His heart swelled with love for the little girl who'd brought such unexpected joy into his life. His voice dropped softly. "Hey, it's okay. Daddy's here. You're safe." As he took a step toward her, his toes brushed something warm and soft in the darkness. A wet tongue licked his heel. He crouched down and felt Queenie's small, furry head under his fingertips. It had been just a few months since he and the electronic sniffing dog had started training together, and already Queenie had attached herself to him and Allie, as if she'd always been a member of their small, fractured family. "Good dog," he whispered, wondering how it would look to someone from the outside world to see a man who stood almost 6'4", crouched down in a purple room, with his arms spread between two such tiny beings, both of whom, in their own way, tugged on his heartstrings. Allie had been the one person who had given his life meaning and purpose, after her mother, Liz, had shattered his heart, falling for another man and then filing for divorce, while he was deployed in Afghanistan. And the small beagle at his feet represented the fresh start the canine unit would bring to his security forces career. He'd had enough of shipping off overseas to guard weapons transfers and depots in Afghanistan. It had been time to take on a different type of Air Force law enforcement work, and become the kind of father his daughter needed him to be. But now, it could all be snatched away. Someone who'd been accused of helping Boy terrorize the canine unit, endanger the dogs, and kill 2 trainers, had no place in the kennels. So just 3 weeks before he and Queenie were due to graduate, their training had been put on hold while investigators decided whether to charge him or clear his name. He was just thankful Master Sergeant Caleb Streeter had allowed him to continue training with Queenie at home. The bond between trainer and dog was at a vital stage, and if they'd broken it now, Queenie might have had to have been retrained again from the start. Maybe she'd have even been reassigned to a different partner. A loud crack outside yanked his attention to the window at his right. He leaped to his feet and started for the glass, just in time to see the blur of a figure rush away through the bushes. His heart pounded like a war drum in his ribcage as he threw open the window. The screen had been slit with what looked like a knife and peeled back, as if someone had tried to get inside. He mentally kicked himself for assuming Queenie had been howling about Allie's nightmares, and for not doing a sweep of the room when he ran in earlier. But his focus had been on one thing: his little girl. "Lord, please help me be the man she needs to protect her." He closed the window firmly, locking it in place, and cast another glance at where his daughter lay sleeping peacefully. Then he looked down at Queenie. "Stay here. Protect Allie." He left the dog curled up beside his daughter, ran back down the hall to his bedroom, pulled his Beretta M9 pistol from his bedside safe, and slid a pair of running shoes on over his bare feet. Then he stepped out the back door, locking it behind him. The sky was dark, with only a sliver of pink brushing the horizon. He moved slowly and carefully around the side of the house toward his daughter's window. There was no one there, but the footprints that scuffed the ground made it clear that somebody had been. Jagged edges of the screen ran from one side of Allie's window to the other, like an ugly wound. Presumably, the dog's howls had scared the prowler away. A prayer of thanksgiving for the small dog filled his heart. As he moved away, something crunched under his feet. He bent down. Half of the cherished macaroni and cardboard framed picture of Allie with her teacher, Maisy, was lying in the dirt. The picture that had been on his daughter's dresser just hours ago.